What's
Lord,
up, man?
what's up with you? We done got photo bomb. What's good with you, brother?
Not much, man. What's happening, man? What's going
Oh
on?
man, we good, man. You just, just another day in paradise. That's all.
Yeah.
Another day
Yeah,
in
another day
paradise.
in paradise, as they say, but I don't see the palm trees and stuff, so
I know, right? I just see a lot of struggling people right now. Nah.
I don't even see the drinks, as they say.
Got you, man. I'm putting some stuff in um um the chat right now so people can go and support.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm putting some stuff. I got one more. I got to go ahead and get the GoFundMe back up and running.
Okay.
Man, how was your day, man? Before we get it started, let the people come on in. How was your day?
Man, it was good, man. In the car business, man, it's busy like crazy.
Right, always. They always selling cars and people always buying.
Always buying.
People
That's
definitely
how it's
always.
rolling too.
So all right, I got one more right here. Let me go ahead. Let me see right here. I was gonna stop by your spot earlier today. I was already passed by it, but I was like, nah, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and make it here because we got a 7 o'clock appointment. There you go. Boom. Just put the other one in there. Then I got the
Okay.
7 o'clock appointment. So I was like, nah, let me just go ahead and make it. Because your boy could fall asleep easy and anywhere.
Oh man, yeah, I know what you mean, bro. Last night I got in, I wasn't feeling too good yesterday. I got in, man, about I don't even think I'd even seen 9 o'clock.
Really? Oh man, them be the good ones though. Like you go to sleep before 9 and you wake up and you just think like, man, I got about like an hour before my alarm hit. Maybe about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
When I woke up at 1:30.
Yeah. You be like, oh shoot, hold on. Round two.
Yeah, around two. Fight.
uh Going out with snoring.
Oh man.
Oh man, let me before we get started, let me ask you this question, man. Do you know anybody that plays chess?
I knew a couple of guys, but I hadn't seen them man in so long. I don't even know they even still around here.
Got you. Yeah,
They
I'm
would play
looking.
it religiously.
Right. No, I need somebody, man. We started something down at the Holler Center to where this guy want to sponsor like a chess department at the Holler Center, and Mr. Gatewood kind of asked me to spearhead it, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I love video games and other type of games, but I was like, I have never learned how to play chess, but I definitely would learn, and I'm just trying to find a brother too that can help me out, that can come through and teach me some stuff and teach the kids some stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so if you find them people, let me know, send them my way.
I got you, man. I sent them.
Got you. But other than that, man, well, let's get this thing started.
Let's get it rolling, then, man.
Let's get it roll. Let's get it roll.
Everybody,
First thing.
welcome to Open Mic Night. We are here. We are
Mhm,
back. We are going to talk about some things.
mhm.
Y'all already see so much going on in the world right now.
Woo.
There's a lot to talk about. Whole lot.
Right, right, man. That's a lot, man. And before we get there, I do want to tell everybody up front. I put two links inside the chat. I put a link to my podcast. Me and my friend, we got this one. It's called Two Friends One Show. We do movie review podcast every 2 Thursdays. This Thursday is our recording Thursday. Next Thursday we will drop. And also I put a link for the GoFundMe to help the homeless people out downtown Charlotte. So please support your guy. And I will shot this out again later on, but y'all about to get this work. So Carl, was on your mind, man?
Man, we talked before you got on. Everybody, this your first time here. We'd like to thank each and every one of you all for coming through. We thank you. We can't thank you enough. We appreciate
Uh-huh.
you all. We thank you all. This your first time here. Welcome to Open Mic Night.
Right,
Put
right.
in the chat or just wave or just say hello, whatever you do. We appreciate you.
Yep.
But
Yep.
you starting out, what you want to talk about something we talked about before, so kick it off.
All right. All right. So a couple of months ago, we were speaking about um Donald Trump his big beautiful bill. We was about that, and basically we was trying to tell our people in our communities and people that was on the podcast prepare themselves, and y'all need to understand like what was going to happen once it's passed and what it was they was trying to do. We're not at that point, but we're at that point. Because if you guys don't know what happened, there we're in a government shutdown right now. And with government shutdown, basically the things that he was wanting in the big beautiful bill, the same things are happening in the shutdown. And I'm afraid when the country opens back up, some of the things that are happening is not going to open back up. And I think this is a good time to bring up some of them things. We were speaking about Wix, we were speaking about food stamps, we were speaking about just getting any type of government assistance. I already have friends that and called me and said that their food stamps that got cut. And I'm just like, guys and ladies, if you getting any type of government assistance while this government shutdown is happening, you're not gonna get assistance. It's not gonna happen. If you do your research, our last government shutdown was in 2018, and it lasted for 8 days. He was in office then. Between now and 1995, the longest government shutdown was 34 days. And with it being 34 days, I don't know why I feel the research and the data that I've been looking at, it look like it's going to be longer than 34 days. So anybody who's listened to these words, what I'm saying, anybody who's surviving off government assistance, anybody who has built and created their life around government assistance, prepare yourself. That's all we got to say. Prepare yourself, because this is about to be atrocious. And here's the last thing before I throw it in back in Carl's lap, is that this ain't even just people who's using government assistance. This is anybody who works that their job get paid from the government as well. School teachers. I work at a school as well. So if this shutdown goes 2-3 months, I may be going 2-3 months without a paycheck. But here's the thing, what you're not understanding. Them bills still gonna come. Who I pay my rent to, who I pay my lights, who I pay everything else that involves my apartment, they still gonna want their money. And the problem that and I'm gonna be transparent, the problem I find myself in, as a lot of you people in, I don't have the capital saved up that I need, that I should have to prepare me for something like this. And if this government stays shut down for 2-3 months, it's about to be catastrophic. It's going to be hard. I'm going to leave it right there because I know you got some stuff to say, but that's where I wanted to go today.
Okay. That's a good one too, because these times that we're living in right now is definitely no joke. It is no joke. Y'all, a lot of y'all think he's playing with this. He's not playing with this at all. He's not joking with this at all. And like Neil said, if you made a lifestyle off the assistance, you might be in trouble for real.
Yeah. I am not even joking. No jokes at all. Like, I mean, your whole life would be uprooted. Right.
And like you said, the teachers won't get paid. So, but y'all still expect them to teach.
That's what I'm about to say.
Military ain't even gonna get paid, but
no. Military's covered. No, if what I saw, military still going to be covered. That's the only government assistance. Military, it was 2 other places that was covered, but the highest level, people like TSA that work at the airport, they're not going to get paid, and they're still expected to come to work. And you got to understand, some people ain't going for that. Some people gonna be quitting. Some people like, I ain't going to work if you ain't paying me. So now here how that trickles down from the airport. That means a lot of flights getting delayed, a lot of flights getting canceled. And we don't, and probably not even reimbursement. So how many hundreds of dollars that you're losing just because the government shut down? You may have TSA, you may have Clear, but just because TSA and Clear people are not getting work, them lines might be long as the regular lines. So you might want to make it to the airport 3 hours early just to make sure. So it sucks that teachers are gonna feel this because the world moves with the teachers and with education. But teachers, brace yourself.
Yeah, brace yourself. And you know, when you look at it, people think a lot of people won't be affected. People will be affected because if they work government jobs or a job that the government pay them, they can't pay their bills.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They can't pay their car note. They can't pay their rent.
Right.
They can't. They're gonna have to start deciding, what do I want to eat? Especially if they take medication. Do I want to eat or do I want to get my medication?
Right. Hey, while it's in my mind, I remember the two things. Social Security is still protected, and people who got Medicaid is still protected. That's it.
They've been going after that for years.
Yeah. Them the only three right now that's still protected. Everything else that's being funded by government funds is on hold.
So y'all better wake up out there. all this partying stuff going on. I get it, having a good time. I like to have a good time myself, but at the same time, I got my eyes open and I'm watching closely.
Mm-hmm. But Carl, you know, some of the people we speaking to, some of the people don't even know this is happening. The demographic that this is happening to, they don't even know it's happening. It sometimes be the people that's ahead of the curve is the ones that is not going to affect this much, but the people who is going to affect is the people that's not keeping up. And when it happens, they're going to be like, what happened? They're not even going to know we in a government shutdown.
Now, some of you preachers that's out there, that some of your members work for the government. Don't you get up in there on Sunday, Saturday, or Sunday morning talking about still trust God and pay your don't you get up in there, because they're gonna make a decision. Either I'm gonna pay my rent before I pay my tithes. Don't get in there trying to make them feel bad. Now, y'all churches, y'all gonna help the folks that need it.
Right.
It's crunch time right now.
It is. That's why it's always preached. Have you a side job or something? And I'm talking to myself though. But have you a side job, a side hustle that you can make money that doesn't depend on a 9 to 5 or a government job? Because that job, we can speak about it on the lesser level. That boss of yours may want to come in and just say, "Hey, I'm downsizing." It's no sweat off their back. The only thing they got to here's the thing. Only thing they got to do is get rid of 2 or 3 people. They save money in benefits. They save money because now they ain't got to pay you a lot of stuff. Now positions are opening or positions may close in that situation. But your whole life is uprooted.
Just like COVID. When COVID hit, they had to shut down and everything. A lot of companies find out they can do more with less.
Yeah. Yep.
They got rid of the big dollar people and just gave the other ones a little raise to make it look like they're doing something.
Right. Yeah, COVID cleaned house in a couple of places. But the great thing about COVID too, it forced, this is why I do like Calamity, because bad patches in your life force you to do things that you should have already been doing, for one thing. You know, a lot of people stay at jobs they don't want to be at because of, they say security, but fear. Oh, it may not happen. Oh, just check that I'm getting paid every week or every 2 weeks. I don't know what I'm gonna do without it. But when you're faced with it, now you're forced to do it, and you have no other options.
No other.
You got no other options. Some of you who's listening to us right now, staring at kids in their face, and they don't know what's going on. The kids just know that their stomach is hungry and their mama is crying. And the father is away from the house. They don't know what's going. They don't know the weight of what's really happening. So now you out here, you got to do that, but you got to be able to come to these kids and tell them everything is going to be all right. You can't put grown-up stuff on the kid's shoulder. Let's just say everything gonna be, and then you got to go out there and figure it out.
Yep.
That's what you got. Go figure it out. And here's the sad thing, because I know people that are on government assistance. That stuff get cut. That part-time $7 an hour job is not going to help out. You got five kids by 3 different men. That's not going to help out. Not going to help out. So prepare yourself, man.
Yeah, prepare yourself. June said that's so true. So many people are walking around with their blinders on. So many people that are not listening to what's going on in our world, nation, states, or countries. They're not listening.
No,
they're not listening. And there's so many distractions put out there for that, to keep them from not listening. Most people rather run around and be so entertained with all these videos off TikTok that, like you said, Neil, a few minutes ago, that they don't even know this shutdown is going on.
They don't even know.
Don't even know. They're so lost and bent out of shape once they hear about it. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? I don't know what we're gonna do. Wait a minute. How long has shutdown been going on? Yeah, shutdown been going on now about 2 weeks. You just not hearing about it? Yeah, man, you know, what you been doing? Well, I just don't watch the news like that. Okay. And I get it, you don't watch the news like that, but it's a lot of stuff going on in the news because you're not watching it. That's why you don't know it.
Right.
Yeah, I know it's bad stuff on the news. I know every day you hear some bad stuff on the news. Well, every day you stroll up on these right here, looking at TikTok, you see bad stuff on them.
Yeah.
You see fights going on. You'd rather watch a fight that somebody recorded than watch and see what's going on in the news in this world.
And one more thing, not even watch the fight, they'll repost it. Come on now.
And that right there, I don't get. Woman getting beat up, getting the brakes beat off her, but ain't nobody calling the police.
Right.
They steady.
Right.
Man, you see that? Man, you see that? Wait a minute, bro. Ain't nobody gonna call the cops? There's
a lot of people that'll watch people take their last breath just because they want to record. Like I don't understand this generation when it comes to that, to where like there was a point in time that people would step up and be a helping hand when they see somebody in trouble. This generation, if they don't know the person, and even if they know the person, but if it ain't direct, if it's not directly affecting them, this person can be getting their tail whooped. I'm gonna give you a story, because before I say what I was about to say, the girl that ended up losing her life the girl from Charlotte, that when she went to Mexico, her friends was the one that was recording. Her own friends saw her getting her tail beat up, and they was recording.
I never understood that.
Then they come back over here. Don't nobody know what happened. Don't nobody know what happened. Y'all went over there together. One came back in a body bag.
That's the part I don't understand, man. That's the part I don't understand. But you rather record that and be like, okay, cool. but somebody just lost their life.
Dude, what do the recording? What does the recording do? Like what? I don't know. Like I'm gonna be real brief with something that I say, but I'm about to say. But I witnessed a bad accident last week, and I had to get out and check and see was this guy okay. And for insurance purposes, you have to take pictures of the accident and stuff and everything like that. I couldn't do it because I'm looking at this man and I see the blood pouring out of the door. And I see he's coherent, he's together, but I'm looking at this vehicle and I'm like, only by the grace of God. I'm like, if I got to take pictures, I'm going to wait until this man is out and he's gone. I'm not going to sit here and take pictures while this man is there. And I just don't get the psyche. I don't get the psyche why people can see people taking their last breath, bleeding, gushing out. Somebody and that's all they want to do is just record. Like, do you want that much clout? Do you want them much likes and views? Like that bad? Like, why? I literally I'm my words are tripping up right now because I don't understand. It doesn't compute to my brain. It really don't.
They don't. And they do it because then they'll post it, what makes it so crazy.
Yeah.
And you see everything, you see the likes, the views, everything going up. But sometimes when you look at it, they don't realize you got evidence on the phone. If they mess around and call you, you have the evidence.
Yeah.
You're not even thinking about that. You got evidence to help solve whatever case is going on. So you can't say you get subpoenaed. They find out who you are, you get subpoenaed. And then you say, well, I don't have no evidence. Then they go right to your Facebook page and it's right there.
Yep,
you
right to your
holding
Facebook
the phone,
page.
recording and talking. Man, I don't get it, man. I really don't. This is not a time to be looking at, well, that ain't my problem. This ain't my okay. It's everybody's problem right now. We can sit here and we can play these games you want to. You can go back and forth with these people you want to. Best thing we can do is buckle down. But that's the time we're in right now. We need to buckle down and watch what we're doing, going out places. We know, Neil, we say it all the time. Pay attention where the heck you going.
Please.
Get off that freaking phone so much.
Please.
Even if you got your headphones on, like we got headphones on, at least have one ear uncovered.
Please. Let me tell you something with that. For truckers, that's a law. It's if there is a $5,000 to $10,000 fine if you're driving in truck and both of your ears are closed. If you got two earbuds in, 5 to 10. Why? Why? Because you can't properly hear or pay attention to your surroundings if both of your ears are closed. So that's why when you see trucker headsets, it's only one ear and one voice.
Yep.
Because you got to be able to have your other ear open so you can hear and listen to your surroundings.
It's serious, man.
Take how serious that is. Hey, let's have fun with this right quick. I want to merge the two conversations we just had: the government shutdown and the telephones. I want to bring this home. Y'all, picture this. I want you to know how them people are feeling that's going through it. They need your help, but yet and still you take out the telephone. All you people that's on government assistance or people that's getting paid by the government, and this is really about to hit home if this is longer than a month or two or something like that. Imagine you're going through your struggle and people just popping up to your house. You think they coming to help, but they popping up just to turn on the phone, just to look at your struggle. They just popping up just to see you get evicted. They popping up just to see your car get repoed. They popping up just to see that you're not able to feed your kids. Like, how you think that'll make you feel that somebody they got your life on display in your crisis, in your time of need, but they're in front of you doing this?
Laughing.
Hold on. Let me walk up. Hold on. Let me zoom in. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Right there, everything from renter centers getting taken back.
Laughing at you.
That's how it is. That's what that feeling, that disrespect, that embarrassment, that's how it feels. Because it is the fact that people would take time and record you, but it's also another fact. 20 years from now, that moment is still online.
Okay.
So that person who's losing their life or taking their last breath or getting beat up that you recorded, they going about their business. They got their family, but somebody still go back to that moment in time, and want to show you. People are so happy to show you your worst moments, to tell you about your worst moments. What if it was you? What are your worst moments?
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. What about your worst moments? And here's the thing. Some of your worst moments, you got away with it. Oh, I forgot. You ain't get away with it because God saw it.
They don't want to talk about that side of it.
You still gonna have to ask. You're gonna be asked about it. You're gonna be held accountable for everything you done and said.
Yes. They don't want that part.
No, they can't think like that.
So everybody's listening. You know, it's your first time here. Welcome to Open Mic Night. If you don't mind, you can say hey or wave in the chat. Let us know it's your first time here. So, y'all, basically in a nutshell, what we even saying is that if you're not prepared, you better start getting prepared with some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't never struggled, it's gonna be something new for you. If you ain't never been through nothing like that, this is gonna be something new for you.
Mm.
If you ain't never been to the point that I got my last $10 and I got to make that $10 last for another week and a half till I get paid, you in for a treat. This is something new to you. When you so used to going out to Applebee's or Olive Garden or the Steakhouse or Ruth Chris and all them kind of places when you get paid, but now you find yourself cooking more.
Mm. Then they realized they couldn't even cook.
Yeah. This is something new for you. You're in for a treat.
Mm.
And all y'all that think all this stuff, it really ain't gonna affect me. Yes, it will. It's gonna affect you too. If you put your 100% trust in any political party, I don't care which side, if you got your 100% trust in them, I got some land right here beside me for sale.
Mm.
You own it. You got that much trust in that. You got that much trust in them. You don't see all sides lie. All of them. I don't even know why y'all think these mugs don't lie.
Hold on. Let me throw something in there for you. Understand what a shutdown is. A government shutdown. Because you chose one side. You chose Republican. You chose Democrat. You chose them, the two biggest ones out of all the parties. You chose that. And you can't stand the other side. Let me tell you what a government shutdown is. Both of them sides couldn't come together in an agreement. So in order for it to open up, they have to come together in agreement. So the side you chose and the side you chose to hate still got to come together in agreement somewhere. I don't even know if you caught that. I don't know if you guys understood that.
Yep. They got to come together somewhere along the line. They got to come together.
Mm-hmm.
You can hate each other. You can hate one another. It don't even matter. Somewhere along the line, they got to come together.
Mm-hmm. That's to open it back up. Gotta
Just
have
to open
60
it back up,
votes.
even if it's just partial.
Mm-hmm. Got to make. Don't understand.
You're gonna have to make room for it.
Mm.
But yeah, a
They
lot of
need,
y'all don't care.
no,
Not
they
everyone
don't.
care.
They're working
Know your
backwards.
party. No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying they're working backwards. They hustling backwards. They they wait until the check don't come, and then they call it. They call it. They call it a job. Hey, why my check ain't made? It like, hold on, I get paid. I got direct deposit. You don't even know. You don't even know what's happening right now. You mad at your job. Yeah, your job being A1 ever since you've been there, but now the government ain't A1, and you tripping on your job. Not if you just did your research or watched some TV, you would have known what was happening.
Millionaires ain't worried about nothing.
Joe, they ain't even having this conversation, though. To be real,
No,
they having
they
this
ain't having that.
conversation, laughing at the people that's gonna go through this.
They're not. You think they worry? They got
No.
private chefs that cook food for them.
Mm-hmm.
They still go out to their fancy restaurants or whatever they do. Their lifestyle still stay the same.
Oh, hold on. No, it don't. No, it don't. Because in the moment of calamity, they figure out how they can monetize it. So their lifestyle about to change.
I ain't think about that part. Yeah, they gonna figure something out how to get this money.
Do you know how many businesses came out of the pandemic? Do you know how many millions of dollars was made in the pandemic because somebody I don't want to say it in that type of way, but somebody capitalized off somebody else's pain. You know that? So that's what's about to happen. Somebody, while we sitting here, and I'm not saying we like put myself in it, but while this certain group is sitting here thinking about what's about to happen, where my money, where my check, there's another group that's like, what can I do to get the money that they ain't even gonna get paid?
Matter of fact, we're bringing on close to home. All this stuff that took place a couple of weeks ago of Mr. Kirk. You know how many people have capitalized off that? People who I'm gonna mess some of them up. This right here, Neil.
Come on,
People who are even Democrats claim that they're Republicans, capitalizing off that. People who are just, yeah, I'm with this political party, capitalizing all of this. They getting the shirts and almost doubling the price of it. So let's say they get a whole bundle, let's say for $200. By the time they get finished, they don't made $5.
Mm-hmm.
They don't made an extra $300. When you want to talk proper, but I'm from the country. Couple 300.
300.
300.
We know 300. We know it's that. Go watch them get kicked in a hole if you want to talk about 300.
They're capitalizing. Man, ever since all that's been going on, I've been watching people capitalize off this, even on social media. I guarantee you right now, Neil, if didn't nobody know who we were, and I messed around and didn't show no face and just started a whole nother podcast, and we talk that talk like Charlie did, everything be jumping.
Yeah. Everything.
Like you just said, people capitalize off the pain.
Yeah.
They capitalize off this pain.
Yeah. They figured out a way if it was good or bad. If it was good or bad. Here, how look, I'm gonna go down a list of just a few things. This ain't me doing no research. How do you think OnlyFans blew up? And everything what I say is about to be attached to the pandemic. How do you think OnlyFans blew up? And I'm speaking to you guys. How do you think Demon Time blew up? How do you think The music artists made their money. They had verses. We ain't knew nothing about verses. But then now they coming because they know you cannot go out. They know that you have to stay inside the house. So they made and created something to where you can watch. They was profiting while you was probably losing money. Come on, man. This is the game. So people that have more money, they have more resources to where they can do so. Come on, we got other. So there was this one guy, and this was really big. I ain't gonna lie, I listened to it a couple times. I think it was called Quarantine Radio.
Yeah.
It was popping, and it was just for that period of time because everybody was quarantined. So what you think was about to happen now? People, America is known to capitalize off people pain, off people struggle, off people hardship. They know that. Look, the most common thing in the world, people dying. One of the most saddest things. Somebody had to create the casket.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had to create the plaque.
Vault.
Somebody had to create the vault. You know they pay them to dig that dirt. This ain't like a movie where they dig it themselves before they die. Somebody got a crane out there digging that dirt. Somebody got to lay that dirt back. You know that? Don't you know that the dirt your family paid for that plot? So I'm just saying, everything has a price. Everything that's done, good or bad, people capitalize off of it. Right now,
Yep.
Billionaires right now, what's about to happen? They about to hit a lick when it comes to the stock markets.
Ooh, man,
We talking about some other stuff now.
man, you know how many podcasts were birthed during the pandemic? Because everybody was home.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was sitting home. So everybody got to looking, man. People making money off this. People doing this just by sitting behind a camera and a microphone and talking. So a lot of podcasts have birthed out of that. A lot of church services have birthed off that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened to the church when the pandemic hit. People started watching online.
Mm-hmm. And now that is back open, they got the online and they got the inside people.
Got both of them going.
Mm-hmm.
Got them both.
See, like before the pandemic, there was a lot of churches that was having like QR codes and text messages, sending your tithes and offering, and a lot of people like, man, they ain't doing that. That's just trying to get some money. But then when the pandemic hit, they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay home. I can pay my tithes just by text. This is what I'm doing."
Yep, that's
like
what they started doing.
It took that for you to do this now. Now that the pandemic is over, we back out. They getting both. They getting both revenues. Not saying there's nothing wrong with that. They found a way. They made a way. So, hope y'all take this message well.
Yeah, it's crazy. So everybody, y'all better best pay attention. Like, I can't tell you what to do. It's best pay attention because it is no joke out here in this world. You can sit back here and say, "Oh, I ain't worried about nothing." You know, God got me and stuff like that. Okay, I got you, and I truly believe that. I got you. But you know how many people that say the same thing that you said that are more holier than you are, that are more anointed than you are, struggling today. It's not that I ain't worried about me because I know God got me. We all can say that. But during that time, what are you gonna do? You still gonna trust in them? Don't let us start talking about when they start putting a mark on you. You still matter of fact, I was talking to somebody today. I said, let me ask you something. You're a Christian, right? You claim to be a Christian. I said, you claim to be one, right? So I don't claim to be a Christian. I am a Christian. So, okay. I'm glad you said that. I said, if you live to see that time when they start approaching you and asking you about this mark to buy, sell, trade, or even get something to eat, are you gonna take it? Or you gonna stand on that word? Oh man, I'm standing on the word. That's okay then. if you're gonna stand on the word like that, you say you trust God. Why you complain about everything else then?
Man, man,
He just looked at it. I said, do you know over in Congo, they cut them folks' head off, decapitated them for believing and not denouncing?
mm,
I said, see, it's easy to say that because we're not going through that.
man.
But if we still be here, what you gonna do then? See, it's easy, just like me and Brandon were talking one time. I said it's easy to get on social media and be somebody on social media. But when you out here in this real world, that's two different things.
Hey man, let me put something in perspective. Try to do it a little short story right quick. This was probably about 5-6 months ago. I'm bickering, going back and forth with one of my co-workers, and I'm just thinking this is the most heaviest thing in the world. Like, why can't this? Yeah, whatever I was going through. Then I talked to this guy, and I just met him for the first time. We were speaking. He's working too as well, and just get his backstory. I was like, "Why are you over here?" Because, like he said, he's from another country, and he was like, because him and his family started to denounce their faith and started to be a Christian. They denounced them, and there is a price on their head. So they had to flee the country. Him, his wife, and his 2 kids just got out. They made it to where his wife and kids are in another country right now that's safe, and he's over here fighting to try to get them over here as we speak. And he said if there's no shaking in a month, no, in a year, then he's just gonna pack up and go back over there with them. And I'm like, I'm sitting over here mad, furious, just because me and a guy had a disagreement, and this guy really have a price on his head, his wife and his kids, and they had to flee the country, and yet and still he's still working here and able to smile. He's still working here, able to smile, and this dude life is in jeopardy. That put stuff in perspective with me real fast. I was bothered. I prayed. I was very emotional for the guy. Still am and stuff. But it's like, you think you're
Made you
going
think,
through
didn't it?
stuff. It made me think. It made me think, because I was just like, I'm going through this. Like, me and this guy can settle our difference in the conversation. He can't settle what he's going through in the conversation. He can't do that. If he was to step back foot, let's just say I want to go back and get the pictures of my grandparents. If they catch him over there, he's getting beheaded, or however they do it now. And it's like, that's still people reality. That's still, people still go through that. Like, I'm gonna go down the list now. It's going somewhere else. But guys, you got to understand what the US has done for you. The US has put blinders on your eyes to be able to block what's going on in other countries, and it's there for you to learn. But don't you know there's still arranged marriages going on? There's still not assassinations, but what do you call it when you denounce your faith and then they take your life because you're in a Muslim country and now you're Christian? They're putting these out people in the middle of the neighborhood and chopping their head off. See, over here, we able to choose what we want to do. We got over 47 different thousand religions over here. There's countries that only have one for now. There's countries that only have one religion because that's it. Anything else, we don't got room for anything else.
Because they already trying to gather all the religious leaders to come up under one umbrella to make it one world religion.
Oh shoot!
See, a lot of y'all don't know nothing about that because you ain't paying attention to that.
Oh Lord,
so I ain't into that. I ain't into that religious stuff. Okay, you ain't got to be into that religious stuff. But a lot of stuff that is starting to affect us right now is dealing with religious stuff.
That sounds
so
like
what you gonna do?
To me.
Just like my man that Just like my man that I ain't laughing at him. I'm just laughing because this man predicted that the rapture was going to happen on the 23rd. Then he changed to the 24th. Some of them even said the 25th. If the angels and Jesus didn't know when the rapture going to happen, what make you think God gave you all that information?
Mm-hmm. Man, I had so many people calling me talking about that, and I'm like, I ain't even tripping about. Like, I'm like, God said, "No man know the time or place." That's it. That's all I got to live on. Don't know, man. Didn't year in 1999 they said that the end of the world was going to be 2000? So here was my problem with that. If the end of the world is 2000, then why are you out buying crackers and sardines and water? Like, I want to know, what do the end of the world look like to you? Is it like a no government? Like, when I hear end of the world, I'm thinking that rapture is here and boom, we done. Like, is it? We all just, that's what I'm thinking. Or is you just thinking like no government? Like, there was this TV show called Jeremiah. I think it was 4 seasons. And rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner. He was in there. But it was basically a world that was after the rapture. It wasn't biblical, but it was like what happens when there's no government. And you got a lot of people scavenging, stealing from other people just to make ends meet. Like, it was a good watch just to see what would happen in that type of atmosphere.
Yeah, because rapture don't mean you die.
Right.
Rapture mean you are taken.
Right. Or rapture mean you taken, but rapture don't mean you taken.
Exactly.
You might be, there's 3 movies that you might want to go watch. They call Left Behind.
Oh man, I watched that a few times. I said, boy, if that was ever really happened here, man, you know how many people be lost?
Yeah. No, literally everybody would be lost. Everybody would be lost. And this
crying.
Oh man, you know, that's scary though. That's scary. You go into your bedroom and you just see your wife or your husband, and I'm just going the way how the movie got it, and their clothes where they was laying at is just there. The ring is just there. Whatever they doing was there. Your kids was outside. You turn around and go just look at a car. You turn back. Your kids' cold clothes fall into the ground. Like, I hope if that happened in my life period, I hope that I'm honest in who I am and I don't get left behind. But if that was to happen, I would know exactly what happened. Mm-hmm. I'll be having all the questions like, man, I wasn't the man who I said I was. Like, what's going on? Like, yeah. Jesus, it'll be a lot of questions.
And it's if you're left here, it's for yourself to get together then for that coming again. But ooh, boy, that will be something you at work, you working and laughing with somebody, and you turn around and get something. What the? Wait a minute. Where did John go?
Right.
Or Neil, some of these folks that love to cuss people out, and the person you cussing out is a person that's saved, got itself together, ain't perfect, but got themselves together. You cussing them out, you turn around, ain't that right? And you look around, he gone, or she gone. Didn't walk nowhere, but all you see is the clothes. And you're right. That would be something, bro.
Nah, but look, let's do it. Like, you watch the movie, I watched the movie, and this is true. If it was to happen like that, and I think that was a great depiction, you're gonna have people that really devoted themselves to the Lord at the same time, flying planes, driving cars, driving buses, like driving trains as well. Like, it's going to be a catastrophic event. It ain't just people going to be raptured up, but it's also going to be so many accidents and people dying instantly. People not even going to really get a chance in that 7-year period because that accident, like that plane crash, that whole plane might end up dying.
Yeah.
So it's like, understand what's going to happen. Everybody's just not going to be in place. And if people get taken up, they just get taken up. Like, because in my mind, everybody that is going to be at one. The people who get called up is going at one time.
Yeah, everybody going at once.
And peep this now. There's this song that I love, and this guy and he's talking about all the war and stuff. But he said there's a calm blue sky over Iraq. Don't think this is just U.S. This is rapture across the entire world. That calm blue sky goes across the entire world. So people in their sleep, people at work, people at daycare. Imagine, because I truly believe in my heart, God, if I'm wrong, let me know, but I truly believe in my heart, kids have a place, kids going regardless. So imagine you're over a daycare, all the kids just go.
You can't even explain.
You can't even explain it. Now you're running outside looking to see where the kids look in the closet, you're going to see, and now you're trying to call the people. You're trying to call their family. Here's the thing: phones don't even go through because the accidents that happen out, the phone lines is done. It beep and you don't know what's going on. And here's the thing: because you were so disconnected from the word and you were so disconnected from the Lord, you ain't even realize the rapture happened.
Mm. And the crazy part about the left behind with the father, the father and daughter was left, but the mother and son was gone.
Yep. And here's the thing. Now here's the thing. I'm not gonna say on the verge of divorce, but the father started messing with the flight attendant.
Oh,
if you remember.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't believing and she was a believer. Now, I don't know what happened when they started married, but the daughter was not a believer. And only thing what they remember is what their mother used to say. So they kind of knew, especially the father. That's one thing I do love about men. Let me say this. Once the evidence is in our face, we don't have nothing but to accept it. Once you remember what he did. As soon as he went up there and he saw his son and his mother go, he just saw the plane crash. He didn't care about that. He ran home and he saw his wife. And what did he do next after it hit him in the head? He picked up that Bible and started reading immediately.
Why do we run to the Bible when we get in trouble?
That's what we do. But here's the thing. I'm just going off, humor me with the movie. Apparently he ain't run to the Bible. Like, he was just living in his life. He was cheating on his wife. He was a big shot pilot and stuff. And immediately that he knew it's a little too late. Now you still got a chance because you got to live through this period. But it was a little too late. You would have been listening to your wife. You would have been listening to her. You would have been up there with her. And you saw for him, it took me, the daughter, it took her, like, for the movie period, it took her days to come around. I think a couple of weeks. It took her a while to come around. And then in the middle of that, she realized that he was cheating on his mother because the woman he was cheating with showed up on his doorstep.
And he was making money because they stayed in a nice house and they were driving the big 5 Series Benz.
Yeah, can't take it with you though.
Yeah. Can't take nothing with you, bro.
Take it with you.
Nothing.
God just showed you in that scene. You can't even take your clothes with you.
And it's crazy because you when you look at it, we run when we get in trouble. We run to the Bible. It's like I was watching Mike Epps one time, and Mike Epps, even though he said it in a funny way, but he told the truth. He said, "We'll come and we come to Christ when we're in trouble, but soon as the trouble over, we go back to what we was doing."
Right? No, that's true. That's true.
So we live in a world now. Is you're gonna have to call on them sooner or later. And I have always said this even before I watched the movie Left Behind. I was talking to this lady. I said, they talk about the Antichrist when he come back. She said, yeah. They said, well, everybody gonna see him at one time, like Christ when he returned. They said, yeah. I said, only way he can do that, he got to have satellites. He got to have the TVs. He got to have the computers because he don't have that type of power.
Right.
Like God. I said, if you notice, everything, we see everything now. Just like I see you, Neil, on here.
Right.
I said, that's how he gonna be seen all over the world. Even though when you try to turn the channel, you ain't gonna be able to turn it. Everything will cover that.
Right.
And it's gonna be so easy for the people to take. It's gonna be so easy for the people to accept the mark. If they so acceptable of what we see now, it ain't gonna be no problem for them to accept the mark.
No, yeah. They so far away from the Bible, and they so fearful of what's going on in the world. So if like going back to the question you asked, I think your coworker, your friend, whoever you were speaking to, you're gonna take this mark or you die right now. What you doing?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing here. Put this chip in your hand, put this barcode on you, or that's it. Your life is over. Like, what you gonna do?
That's it. It ain't gonna be no fussing. It ain't gonna be no fighting. Either you gonna do or you not. One of the two. Then what? Man.
Crazy.
It's been pretty good, man. I know people don't like that serious stuff like that, but hey, we in some serious time. You can play with it if you want to. You can joke around with it if you want to. We're in some serious time. You better open your freaking eyes. I don't care what color your eyes are, and really, I don't care what color you are. You better open your doggone eyes because we're in a time right now that you have never ever in your life seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna get even more. What you should be scared of is when the peace comes.
Yeah. Woo.
Because when the peace comes, it's gonna quiet down. Everybody gonna think this man is the Messiah. And probably about 3.5 years, he gonna break that peace treaty. Then it's gonna be on. Because y'all think the Great War gonna be fought over here. The Great War ain't gonna be fought on U.S. soil. No matter what they do in Israel would never be destroyed. Just the way I look at it. That's the apple of God's eye. He gonna never be destroyed. Now, I'm not saying everybody in Israel now is the true Israel people.
Right.
But they're gonna start coming back, the true ones. Then it's gonna be on. We already hear about the rumors of wars. We already see that. We already see the earthquake. Whoever thought earthquake be in a little town of Morgan? Or down in Chirac, South Carolina. In these little towns like that. Whoever thought that? Because when it happened, Brandon was in the hospital. He called me that Sunday morning. He said, Daddy, you feel that? Said he was in the hospital in Charlotte. Bed was shaking.
And won't nobody under it.
Nobody under it. And I said, yeah, because my bed was shaking in the house. In a little town. Population probably about 300. If that many. Man, y'all open your eyes. This is no joke. What you see this stuff going on, this is no joke. Ain't no government to God. None of them. They're gonna play like God though. Nobody in the government is God. If you live on that government assistance, and you like Neil said in the early part of this podcast, if you live on the government assistance, you better start paying attention, and you might want to find your hustle. I ain't talking about going and selling stuff neither. I'm talking about a job.
Right.
Because if they come back, you might not have that assistance no more. President already said, he gonna give you a year or two to get yourself together, and they're gonna kick you off of it anyway.
Right.
He's not joking with that, y'all. Y'all taking this stuff as a joke. You
They-
still want to get out here and have these babies, so you still y'all take this stuff as a joke. If you look at some of these people that's on TikTok, they're letting you know they're not playing with this.
Right.
They already been kicked off the system, or their benefits been cut. See, they made a lifestyle out of it. You think you crying now? You really gonna be crying after a while.
I don't even understand.
Don't even understand, man.
Oh, you know how deep it's gonna go. They just. Here's the thing. A lot of them just hoping and praying, but they hoping and praying with the wrong kind of heart. They're not hoping and praying up to the Lord. Just God, what can I do to even serve you in this time? How can I be a better Christian for you? They just hope, they hoping and praying that something miraculously happens so they can keep their government assistance. That's what they hoping. They just don't want to. Here's the thing: you may need a little bit of pressure in your life. You know what? Let's talk about it. Let's just go on and talk about it. It's so many facets we can go. I'm gonna just touch on some of them and then talk about one of them. There's a lot of women, y'all talk that big stuff, and I'm saying women are not synonymous with government assistance, but I'm pretty sure the ratio is lopsided because a lot of I don't know too many men that's on government assistance unless it's like disability, but that's something else. That's not you just staying at home and getting government assistance because you got kids and anyway. There's a lot of men that's not being able to see their kids right now. There's a lot of women that's hating men just because they know I don't need a man for nothing. I don't need you. You don't need to come around. I don't need your money. You're getting paid by somebody. You still need a man, but in this case, you need a system that's a man. That system is a man to you. You done you done crushed so many relationships. You done burned so many bridges. And this whoever, you done burned so many bridges because you just thought you had it together. You can talk, you can spit your mouth, you can say whatever you want to say because you already know that check was coming. You already know the food stamps was coming. You already know the WIC was coming. You already know Section 8 was coming. You already knew all of this. So you're able to talk that good stuff. You're able to make people feel bad. You are able to belittle people because you're getting your way. Not about to get your way now. And here's the thing. The same people you hurt is going to be the same people you crying to asking for forgiveness. It doesn't matter. Everybody knee is going to bow to the Lord. Everybody knee and everybody tongue is going to confess. But also before that, God is showing us here on earth that we don't have it together like the way that we're supposed to. And we have to change now. And this could be a prime opportunity for you to get your life together. This can be a prime opportunity for you to go and mend relationships. This can be a prime opportunity for you to just say, I don't know, I apologize. Can you do that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Can you allow this father to see his kids? Can you allow the kids to see the father? And here's another thing about the government assistance. There was a lot of men that was giving money up front, and you wanted to stick it to them. You got the government assistance. But yet and still, he was giving you more than the government assistance. And now, you ain't about to get nothing. Got to figure, you got to do better about how you treat people.
And you know what? I ain't even gonna say that. We're gonna end it on that note right there. That's a subject we need to talk about right there.
I'm with it.
This ain't nothing throwing no stabs or jabs or punches or nothing like that at no one. This is the reality of what's going on right now as we speak right now in this world. You know, the system that they built, it is well oiled. And the plan was to get the man at the house.
Yep. Preach.
Because they knew if they get the man at the house, they wouldn't raise their boys, and they boys, especially boys, they boys will go out here and do whatever. Then when you look at on some of the girls' side, you get the man at the house to be that man to help discipline that boy girl. That she possibility of going ahead and getting pregnant early. If I can keep you in a certain section. See, a lot of y'all don't want to go and read that Willie Lynch letter, that Jim Crow stuff. Y'all don't want to read that kind of stuff because you think it's a bunch of BS. But a whole lot of that BS that y'all call BS is happening right now to this very day. To this very day.
So here, let me ask this, and then ask this question. It's kind of a sarcastic but truthful question. Like, I really want to know, but being funny. Do you think this government shutdown and you think the beautiful bit bill is one of the things that they're either tired of paying?
Hey man, hey, probably.
You know, I'm just done. Like, come on, we've been doing this since the 60s.
Probably. I ain't gonna say it's not. If we can cut this and we can cut that and we can cut that and cut that, we can cut that and cut that and cut that and cut that, shoot, we'd be good to go.
You know how many billions of dollars that been since the 60s?
Mm-hmm.
Probably done touch trillions, to be honest.
And the debt ceiling's at trillions right now.
Yeah.
So they don't care. It's gonna be worse, but you know, hey, they don't care. And one thing I like politicians, I say to folks when they be want to talk politics with me, I said, really, I won't get in them conversation with you or too much like that with you, because for one, you're gonna get mad because you locked in on one side. You don't hear nobody. You want to talk, but you don't want to hear the other person's side of it. And then if they disagree with you, oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. See, so it's not about what my opinion would be. It's about am I thinking like you are thinking?
Right.
That's what that is. So if I'm not thinking like you, then you really don't hear me anyway. So that's why a lot of times I stab the conversation, and then I'd be like, "You want to talk about that?" I said, "Let's talk about something then. If we talk about what you want to talk about, I want to talk about what I want to talk about. But you ain't gonna want to talk about what I want to talk about." And they said, "What's that?" That's a racism. Yeah, man, you know, yeah, I know. See, you don't want to talk about that. So let's just leave it alone. You stick to your little political party that you love so much. And I stay over here minding my business. Because you ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say, because I don't think like you.
Right.
You don't see what's going on. I say, and to be honest with you, and I end it with this, Neil, one of the reasons why you don't see what I see is because you ain't in the skin that I'm in.
Oh, just say it straight like that.
Straight no like that. He just looked at me like, man, he got stunned because he didn't know what to say. I said, so you really don't know. I said, I wouldn't even put racism in it. You just ain't never been in my skin.
Right.
But I tell you what, even though you're not in my skin, you feel some of the effects that I feel.
Straight like that.
So while you panicking, what you gonna do? I'm telling you, man, we used to this. Welcome to our world.
We figured it out.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We'll struggle. You worried about losing everything, bro. We don't lost everything. But guess what we do? We come back.
Come back.
Might have bad credit for a while.
But we coming back. We figured it out.
We coming back.
Hey,
sometimes
man,
we'll come back stronger.
Hey, I would say this. I heard this joke. It was on the Fresh Prince. Will was trying to prove that he came from the hood. He said, "Man, my mom was so poor, we had to save up to be poor." That's bad. He got to save up to be poor. Shoot,
That's bad. You got to save up to be poor. What kind of poor you in then?
ah. So I'm just saying, we see it, man, and I think we wanted the coaches that's like so resilient because we have been through some stuff. Every generation, we have every century, we have been through a lot, and it's one of them things like we're going through it right now, and we can look back at our old generations is like, man, we got it better. But dude, what do you think the next generation and 2 generations ahead of us gonna look back and say about our generation? They're gonna be like, God, Lord, they went through that. I wouldn't been able to do that.
Just like we look at like my mama generation.
Yeah,
man, no.
Yeah, I don't want to. Like, really don't. Like, I definitely want to say this and really be done. Is that, but I'm looking at the past generations and I'm looking at kids, just like God has blessed me to really mentor a lot of, bunch of kids. And it really doesn't help me out because when I very first started to mentor, I was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. This is right. This is what I should do. But I was coming from a mindset of how I was raised. Then I have to look back at it. Who raised me? My father. My father raised me the way he was raised. If you understand, my dad was born in 54. So my grandfather was born in the early 19, like, I think my grandfather 1920, maybe something like that. And I was like, you got to understand, this is their mindset. Their mindset was whoopings and beatings. It was no talking. It was no conversation. It was like everybody got a chance. Aunts whoop you, your grandma whoop you, your dad, your parents whoop me and stuff like that. And I was like, that's not this generation. It's different. We have people talking. Look, I can't stand when they say they don't have information. They can't learn. You want to know why? Right. Look, this right here.
Yep.
This right here. It's at your fingertip. Our parents and grandparents didn't have this. They didn't have it, and we have this now. So what I'm saying, we're able to teach different. I'm gonna give y'all a hack right now. I sometimes I don't know what to do with my guy kids. What I do? Chat GBT. That's all I gotta do. Hey man, he got bad grades and he always just want to be on his phone. So how can I properly parent this and that? Man, they give me a whole list. I'm like, man, that's good. That's good. I'm like, man, that's good. I like our parents didn't have chat. I'm serious.
On the chat, the only chat, come I'm on born in 1932. On the chat they had, they said, come here and sit down. Let me tell you something. That's on the chat. Let me run the rules down to you.
It wasn't even that, man. Gotta say, man, my grandma was so gangster, like she didn't even care. Like she would just whoop you just because she thought. And let me tell you how she kept herself out of being wrong. I got pulled into the room and she whooped me. I know I ain't did nothing. I said, well, I get whooped before I cried. She said, because I know it's something you have done that I don't know about. And there's something you're gonna do that I'm not gonna find out about.
They ain't lying.
Are you serious?
They won't lie.
Hey, she just giving me a tune up. This ain't even no real. I ain't even got in trouble for that moment.
But so I was like, they won't. Was she lying?
No, she wasn't lying. Come on, definitely me good, but no, my grandma definitely wasn't lying. And I still, but here's the psyche to that. The first time that I was about to get into some mess, I remember I got a whoop because I was about to get into some mess. And I was like, hold on, nah. But afterward, I got back to my stuff. But what I'm trying to say now, we're talking and we're understanding that I ain't saying it's wrong, but we're talking and we gotta understand the kids. We gotta give them their safe space to speak, and we gotta let them have the floor, and we gotta understand their feelings. And it's a different world. I'm part of it, but it's different. It's different. Oh. We're gonna come on here one day. I'm just gonna really speak about how I love these kids I mentor, but Lord Jesus, we need, dude. She was not lying. No, I'm telling you, that's what she did. And here's the threat. Here's how my grandma like kept us in check. Soon as you walked in the door of her house, she had 3 belts hanging on the wall. And we already knew which 3 belts was for. I always got the brown leather belt. And here's the thing: grandma don't go get it. She set you up for your weapon. You go bring me that belt. Yes, ma'am.
Like, I got to go get my own punishment, man. Get out of here, man.
Hold on. Let me take you a step further because you know I'm a mischievous child and I know I got in trouble. So I go in there, I get the belt and I hide it. Hey, grandma can't whoop me. She can't whoop me now. Go outside and give me a switch.
You can't hide on them. You can't hide on them.
Hold on. Let me tell you the premeditation. Give me 3 switch so I can braid them together. Hold up. One more. Hold on. I ain't lying. And I'm going to soak it in water because I'm going to get you next week. I ain't lying about this. Come on, man. You kids don't know about that.
No.
They don't know about
it. Hey, you can hide that belt, but you can't hide none of them switches.
Yeah.
Too many. And you better not come back with one this long.
You better. Oh, man. Don't be so scared. Bring back a piece of stick that got sticker bras on it. You messed up.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Hey, man, we're going to have to talk about women. Why y'all don't allow the fathers to see their kids?
Oh,
I ain't talking about the ones that don't care. I'm talking about the ones that do care.
And I ain't even going to say nothing because we can be here another hour off this one. I'm going to just be quiet and we're going to wait on this one. I'm going to write this down.
Yeah, because that's what I was doing when I had that pen in my hand. That's right.
Oh, you already got it written down?
Yes.
All right, cool. We good.
We're going to have to talk about that because there's some serious fathers out here that want to be in their child life. But like you said, the system, Neil, and the parents. Matter of fact, I got a video that his son went and found his father, and the father told the truth about why he couldn't see him. It's all because the mama was mad because they weren't together no more.
Yep. He's using that child.
And she was mad because he grown, he about the same age Brandon. She was mad at him for going to find him.
Yeah. You know why? He was never there. I've been the only parent, I've been the mother and the father. Why you going to find him? Woman, it's not about you. It doesn't matter if he is it doesn't matter if he's in prison. They still want a relationship with him. They go visiting. And some men don't even want him to come because they cannot think of the thought of their kids seeing them behind that glass. Mm-hmm. But that child still want to connect. They may not done anything. Yes, they may be mad and upset why you never was there, but they still want an attachment. Women, can I tell you something? You didn't have that child by yourself. I know what the world say. Yes, you did, because you was in that room and you pushed it out. You ain't have that child by yourself. I'm gonna just leave it right there. No, we can go all night.
We leave it. We can end it right there, bro.
You see y'all. You see this? See, I just be drinking. Because I be quiet myself. I be shutting up. That ain't got nothing in there. I gotta be quiet now.
Mm-hmm. So y'all, we appreciate y'all coming through. We didn't expect to be on this long. But we appreciate y'all coming through. And what you got coming up, man? You got anything happening?
Man, I'm just trying. Everything up front, guys. Like I said, if you go in the comments and you see we pinned to the top, still have the GoFundMe for helping out the homeless people downtown. And me and my guy, we actually have movie review channel. We're supposed to drop the next one, not this Thursday, but next Thursday. I believe it's supposed to be Tron Aries. I believe that's what it is. And then 2 weeks from there, we're going to have a Halloween special. So please check us out. All social media, 2 friends, 1 show. This is Juwan. I am Cornelius Dunlap. And that's it, bro.
All right. We ain't got too much going on, man. I don't know if we're going to be on Sunday night. Got so much going on right now, man. It's just so much. But we appreciate each and every one of you all for coming through. We are going to talk about that topic though, about fathers and y'all, some of y'all mothers. I ain't gonna say all of y'all, some of y'all. And we're gonna talk about that topic, y'all. And we get ready to get on up out of here. Some of us got to go work.
Yep, we do. We got meetings. We got meetings and we got work 8 to 5 and then overtime. And you don't get time and a half because your salary. Oh,
don't get nothing. That's that. If Trump wanted to push a bill, he should have pushed that and had that sign.
God.
All the ones that's on salary, you work overtime, pay him time and a half.
Right. Please. I'm your best friend then.
Hey, you know what? You know what happened then, Neil?
What's
They'll
that?
cut it out.
Right.
Hey man,
Only 40 hours.
Yeah, they cut it out there. So we can get up out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through. Have a great rest of your evening on this Wednesday evening, and we'll holler at y'all on the rebound.